Amy Adams' second movie of November is the Tom Ford film Nocturnal Animals. Wow. Find out what I think of the film here on We Need Movies. I'm going to talk about the film in general terms, but then when you see, it's going to be spoilers for only about a minute. I'll give you the time code here, so skip to that time to finish the review until after you've seen it and we can discuss spoilers. And I'm still waiting my new lens, and my stuff fell off my wall, so I'll get there eventually. So it's pretty bland background, I know that, but okay, first off, Nocturnal Animals features one of the most bizarre and unsettling collections of images I've ever seen. I'm not sure why they chose to open the film this way, but it will definitely be talked about for some time. Initially, the film's highfalutin attitude turned me off, but as the story progressed, I began to appreciate its structure and realized that their income doesn't necessarily mean a lot for the story. Nocturnal Animals is all about the startling. It looks into the relationship of an ex-husband and wife, Ed and Susan, played by Jake Gyllenhaal and Adams respectively, as she reads a book dedicated to her from him in the mail. The book follows a similar man, also played by Gyllenhaal, as Aaron Taylor Johnson and some of his friends run him off the road and do some horrible things. This is intercut with two things: present-day Susan reading the book, and her reflecting upon its powerful emotional resonance via the flashback of her own experiences with Ed. The music is sweeping and lonely to reflect how both Ed and Susan feel at different times in their lives and in this fictional story. The color grading's devoid of life, but I think that's the plan, and the viewer's able to understand the subtext within the film. But now, jump to here to avoid spoilers. Spoilers. Still here? Cool. Nocturnal Animals is much like IMDb listed as. An art gallery owner is haunted by her ex-husband's novel, a violent thriller she interprets as a veiled threat and a symbolic revenge tale. I consider that a spoiler, since that's what the entire film's about, and the trailer really doesn't give that away. But the film builds towards the reasoning why Ed would ever want revenge, and is hinted at by Susan in piecemeal over the course of the film. The ending, which features Susan all gussied up looking to impress Ed and to gush about his book, something she never did in the course of their relationship. She always gave him very harsh, critical feedback. This scene is one of the most saddest moments in her life, and you're torn between both viewpoints, like a child of a divorced couple, desperately trying to pick which parent is the bad one. He truly hit her at her core by standing her up, and the fact that we never see Gyllenhaal in the present day is clever. I felt that it was a nod to how Susan perceived Ed, and that she wouldn't be able to recognize him as this new potentially vindictive person. Overall, I had some minor nitpicks with this film, but it's so well acted, especially with Michael Shannon as the detective in the story of the movie. The editing was clever in a lot of ways, and the cinematographer, Seamus McGarvey, known for a mixture of blockbusters like The Avengers and the 2014 Godzilla, and art house films like The Hours or Atonement, shoots an immaculate film here. This isn't my usual type of film, but it drew a lot of parallels to my own life for some reason, so that helps with my immersion in the film. I'd give Nocturnal Animals a 4 out of 5 tickets. Did you see the film? What are your thoughts? Be sure to come back here to hear my brief spoiler talk on the film, and leave a comment below to discuss the film, of course with a large spoiler warning at the top of your comment. Follow us at facebook.com/We Need Movies. On Twitter, I'm at GuyNaWire, Brandon's at Brandon Doyen, and like this video and subscribe so we can continue to discuss why we need movies.